Hello, welcome to the Whitesboro Public Library Storytime. Today, Gregory wanted us to read a book about a little bear, a bear who's found a home. Like Gregory. Gregory's not a bear, Gregory's a hedgehog. He is. He's a cute, adorable hedgehog. Yes, you are. But he has found a home here at the library with Bart and Rags and Reese and, of course, Mortimer. And Gregory's very happy to be home, and he wanted us to read this book today. So, today we're going to read a book by Don Freeman titled Corduroy. Oh, yeah. Corduroy is an older book, a classic, if you might. Classic means it's been around a while, and kids of all ages have loved it for years and years. So, having recently found a new home, yes, Gregory wanted to share this book with you. So, we're going to read Corduroy today by Don Freeman, a classic. All right, I'm going to need to put you down, Gregory. So, you want to say goodbye? There you go. All right. Thanks for coming out with us, Gregory, and thanks for suggesting that we read Corduroy. It really is a wonderful, wonderful story by Don Freeman. Corduroy. There are some versions of Corduroy out there, different stories about Corduroy, but this is the original Corduroy. There's one with Corduroy going on a hike, which is a fun book. But this started it all off. There he is. His green little overalls. That's Corduroy. Corduroy was a bear who lived in a toy department of a big, big department store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for someone to come along and take him home. Here's a little doll, big old giraffe. Busy department store. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear with green overalls. There he is. Look, there is so much. It's kind of hard to see little Corduroy back in there. But then one morning, a little girl stopped by and looked straight into Corduroy's eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "oh, Mommy, look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Oh, not today, dear," her mother said. "I've spent way too much money already. Besides, he doesn't even have a button. He doesn't look new." Sure enough, look closely. There's little Corduroy's. He is missing a button. Oh, Corduroy sat there on the shelf and watched them walk away. I'm not sure Lisa's through with this story yet, is she? Huh. Corduroy looked down. "I didn't even know I had lost a button," he said. "Tonight I'll go see if I can find it." Well, late that evening, Corduroy jumped off the shelf and he was going to go find that button. Brave little bear, huh? He very carefully climbed off. Fortunately, that box was right there. And he began searching. Look, he is looking with great intent. And then suddenly, the floor started to move. "Oh no," he thought. Quite by accident, he stepped on the escalator and up he went. Could this be a mountain, thought Corduroy. I think I've always wanted to be on a mountain. going up that escalator. And he stepped out off the escalator and he reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was the most beautiful sight. Look at that. Furniture, tables, chairs, lamps, sofas, rows and rows of beds. Corduroy thought, I've always wanted my own bed. He said, this must be a palace. Look at that. He wandered around admiring all the furniture. This must be a bed, he thought. I've always wanted to sleep in a bed, and he crawled up onto that large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something round, small and round. Why, there's my button, he thought. He tried to pick it up, but it wouldn't move. All the buttons on the mattress wouldn't move. So Corduroy pulled and he yanked and he pulled and he yanked, and pop, all of a sudden, not only did that button pop off the mattress, so did Corduroy. There's the button. Corduroy flew off the mattress and hit a lamp. Bump! He made a loud noise. Oh no. It was at that time that Corduroy realized he was not the only person in that store. The night watchman heard the noise and he came down that escalator. He's got his flashlight, he's checking it out. Who in the world made that noise, he thought. He's shining his flashlight all around, trying to find who made that noise. Look at that. Little ears poking up. He pulled the cover back on that mattress, and there's that Corduroy. He said, how on earth did you get up here? I've got to take you back downstairs. And he took him back downstairs, and he put Corduroy back up on that shelf with all the other animals. And Corduroy didn't get to keep his button. Well, not to worry. The next day, Corduroy was just waking up and stretching. Customers started coming into the store, and guess who showed up right at that time? Lisa, the little girl who was looking at him yesterday. She said, hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm going to take you home. You're going to be my very own bear. Mom said I could look in my piggy bank, and if I had enough money, I could take you home. So that's what I'm going to do. Here's the sales lady. She's wrapping up Corduroy, and she says, shall I put this in a box? And Lisa said, oh, no, thank you. I'm taking him home just like this. She ran up 4 flights of stairs. They lived in a very tall building. She put Corduroy down. He blinked. He looked around. He thought, this must be a palace. I've always wanted to be in a palace. And there was a big size bed and a dresser, just like in that palace that he saw at the store. But right next to that big size bed was a Corduroy size bed. He said, this must be home. Lisa said, oh, it is home. And Corduroy thought, I've always wanted a home. She picked him up. She said, I'm going to fix your button. So she sewed on a button. And then she gave Corduroy a hug. He said, you must be a friend, said Corduroy. I've always wanted a friend. Me too, said Lisa. And she gave him a big hug. He found a home and a friend, right, Gregory? How fun is that? He found a home and a friend. Gregory's found a home and a friend here too. Yes, he has. So with that, we are going to wish you all a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week. Gregory will too, in his new home with his new friends. And during these awfully challenging times, coronavirus, crazy corona, crazy, 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 please, please be careful out there. Be safe. And always remember, washy, 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 washy your hands. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. Back in our home here at the Whitesboro Public Library. Take care.